Good morning. I'm Jordan Taylor with a look at your traffic. We're going to start with our Caltrain cameras this morning. Southbound on the 5, right as you approach Meadowvale, there's a small car stuck on the center divider. You can't see it here in our cameras, but you can see that there's a lot of volume starting to build here. So give yourself some extra time and be prepared for that. And in Century City on the 405 northbound, there's some congestion building because there's a SIG alert at Skirball Avenue here, and the 3 left lanes are blocked. If you're commuting on the 5 freeway heading both northbound and southbound, this is Trigg Avenue. Things are moving very smoothly, so you should have absolutely no problems getting into work this morning. Be safe out there. Now we're going to take a look at our maps. Here's an overall look of the Los Angeles area, but we're going to zoom on in into the 10 freeway as you approach the 57 northbound. That's your traffic, and I'm Jordan Taylor. We'll be right back after the break. A lot of fuss is being made here tonight at the Gibson Amphitheater where Conan O'Brien will be performing, mainly because we're only a few steps away from his recently occupied job at The Tonight Show. And a lot of fans are mad that NBC has showed up here. Now, despite NBC giving Conan the boot, Coco fans are confident that he'll do well no matter where he goes. Reporting from the Gibson Amphitheater, I'm Jordan Taylor, Channel 4 News. These exhausted, hardworking firemen are just happy that they were finally able to get the second man out. Reporting from Sylmar, I'm Jordan Taylor. Delgado says it hurts having her haunted house shut down because she saw it as a special way to bring back the happy, haunted memories once shared with her 2 sons. She says although it's painful, it's nothing in comparison to the loss of her 2 sons. For NBC4, I'm Jordan Taylor. They already taxed cans and bottles. Now, the sodas in those cans could be next. We'll tell you why at 11:15. Tonight, the FBI in Los Angeles is reporting the arrest of a man in connection with those secret nude videos of ESPN reporter Erin Andrews. A man who posed as a fertility doctor is under arrest tonight. Police say he stole a San Francisco doctor's identity and may be responsible for more than 24 sexual assaults. But keep your eyes open for real price drops on Monday. We will see you next Tuesday with a gas price forecast for your work week.
Tickets out, tickets out.
Crowds of Coco fans showed up to watch the former Tonight Show host bring his legally prohibited from being funny on television tour to the stage.
Coco rules. And he's back in LA, and he's going to tear down Universal.
But excitement wasn't the only emotion felt amongst his fans.
I'm a huge fan of Conan. I've been watching him since his first show in 1993, and I think he was treated very unfairly by NBC, and I'm here to show my support for him.
Others have also been showing their support by following Conan on Twitter.
I've been wanting to come see Conan ever since he got kicked out of NBC, and he's been off the air, but I've been following his tweets and just really excited for what's going to come tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Making light of the commotion being made about his performance location, Conan tweeted, "I'm doing my live show tonight from the Universal lot where I taped The Tonight Show, so if a shot rings out, tell my wife I loved her." Now, despite NBC giving Conan the boot, Coco fans are confident that he'll do well no matter where he goes. Reporting from the Gibson Amphitheater, I'm Jordan Taylor, Channel 4 News. A haunted house in Rialto is attracting a crowd, not only because it's scary, but also because of a tragic event that happened here in May. Dulce Delgado's 2 sons, Mario, 5 years old, and David, 3 years old, were killed when a fire ripped through their home. Firefighters said their bodies were found huddled over their puppy in this bathtub.
This is really hard for me, but at the same time, there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do to bring back my kids.
In her grief, their mother decided to decorate the house for Halloween. The home has been empty until now.
I mean, my kids would have been right here. We do Halloween every year. This is something that we do every year. So this is the way that I thought that maybe I could still do Halloween with my kids.
But Delgado's idea of using a haunted house to remember her children is being criticized by some.
And we had a neighbor, I don't know who it was, she just stopped by and said, you know, that ain't right what you're doing. And
Delgado asked those who think this is too much to be more open-minded and considerate.
That hopefully they could understand and just that people are different, and that this is, for me, is something that I feel that I'm doing with my kids, for my kids, like I did every year.
But opening night of the haunted house was cut short. Rialto police arrived, followed by Rialto Fire Department. They say the house is red tagged and unsafe for anyone to be inside. Pending one family's loss and a peculiar way of celebrating Halloween. For NBC4, I'm Jordan Taylor.
Ow.
Spy gadgets that look like they come straight out of a James Bond movie, but really their origins come from real government spies.
A lot of our technology comes from what we do for law enforcement.
Now available for sale to the public.
Very quickly sweep the room with this.
Brickhouse Security sells and designs cutting-edge security and surveillance products to law enforcement and the military, and now to anyone with a credit card and with a desire to be a spy.
There are certain products that consumers aren't allowed to have.
But some spy gear has been adapted for consumers, like hidden cameras, miniature GPS tracking devices, surveillance, and yes, counter-surveillance equipment. This SIM card spy can retrieve those text messages you thought were deleted.
You can see the recent calls, and you can see the text messages, including the ones they've deleted.
Brickhouse says its biggest sales appeal to families.
Cams and GPS tracking are very popular.
High-resolution hidden camera sell for as little as a couple $100, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Would you have noticed the small camera in this alarm clock?
This will actually track how fast the car is going, how it's being driven, and where.
Technology develops so quickly that it takes a long time for the law to catch up.
Michael Scott teaches technology and information privacy law at Southwestern Law School.
So the question is, where are these cameras being used and what are they being used for?
A janitor at Oaks Christian High School was sentenced to 3 years in prison for secretly videotaping 18 students in the girls' locker room. A quick YouTube search for spy cameras turns up what appears to be dozens of illegally shot hidden camera videos.
That's why we have counter-surveillance tools. There are a lot of people who are worried that someone else might be pointing a camera at them that shouldn't be.
Especially for celebrities. Kid Rock's security team recently found hidden cameras in his fitting room.
The wireless camera hunter is something that's used by professionals, and that'll actually let you scan the area to see if anyone's pointed a wireless camera at you.
Brickhouse says that's why there's a need for counter-surveillance.
Even before cameras and such were available, people were still drilling holes in walls and peeking through them.
Except now they're jamming cameras into those holes and sharing the video on the internet. Jordan Taylor, Channel 4 News.